The problem is like this. The maximum range of a gun on a horizontal terrain is 16 kilometer. If G equal to 10 meter per second square, what must be the muzzle velocity of the shell? What must be the muzzle velocity of the shell? Options are A 200 meter per second, B 10 meter per second, C 100 meter per second, and D 50 meter per second. We have to find the muzzle velocity or the initial velocity of this projectile. Here the maximum range of the gun is this. So this is the maximum range R max, that is 16 kilometer. That means 16,000 meter. G is 10, and we have to find the muzzle velocity, that is the initial velocity of the projection, U. Maximum range is given, but we know range of the projectile R is equal to U square sin 2 theta upon G. But in this case, the range is maximum. The range is maximum, and therefore, if the range is maximum, then the angle of projection must be right 45 degree. So for this, for R max, theta must be 45, and therefore we get R is equal to U square sin 2 theta, means sin 2 into 45, sin 90, but sin 90 is equal to 1. So this is 1, so U square upon G. And therefore R is equal to U square upon G, therefore U is equal to under top R into G, that is equal to under top R means 16,000 into G 10, so it becomes 16 into 10 raised to 4, that means 4 into 10 raised to 2, that is 400 meter per second is the muzzle velocity of the shell. And so the option, this is 400 is correct. The muzzle velocity of the shell is 400 meter per second. Next example. Second, an object is projected with a velocity of 20 meter per second, with a velocity of 20 meter per second. 20 meter per second, making an angle of 45 degree with the horizontal. For this projectile motion, the equation of the trajectory is h equal to ax minus bx square, where x is the horizontal displacement, h is the vertical displacement, and a and b are constants. Then in this problem we have to find the ratio a upon b we have to find. The options are a 1.5, b 1:5, 5:1, option C 1:40, and the option D is 40:1. We have to find the ratio A as to B. Now for this projectile motion, the equation of the projectile is y equal to tan theta into x minus g x square upon 2 gx square upon 2 u square cos square theta. That is, for this tan theta we can write ax, the coefficient of x square, that is b x square. This is the equation of this parabola, ax minus bx square here. But here, comparing these two equations, here a is tan theta and b is g upon 2 u square cos square theta, and therefore we can comparing these two, a is equal to tan theta and b is equal to g upon 2 u square cos square theta. Now we have to find the ratio A as to B. Therefore, A upon B is equal to tan theta upon B, means this, divided by g upon 2 u square cos square theta divided by, means multiplied by 2 u square cos square theta upon g. In this way, that is equal to sin theta, or directly if we put the values of theta here, we get, but that is equal to tan theta. Here the angle of projection is 45 degree given, and therefore tan 45 into 2 u, initial velocity is 20, that means square of 20, that means 400, divided by g 10 into cos square theta, that is cos square 45, and therefore tan 45 1 into this 1 0 cancels, 2 into 40 80 into cos square 45, but cos 45 is equal to 1 by root 2, and therefore square of this, that is 1 by 2. That means A upon B is equal to 40 or 40 by 1. So A by B is 40 by 1, and therefore the ratio A as to B is equal to 40 as to 1, and therefore this D option is correct. In this way we have to solve the numericals, which depends upon directly the formulae, or some examples depends upon the concepts. Now one more problem we take here, that is next. Two bodies are projected with the same velocity. Two bodies are projected with the same velocity. If one is projected at an angle 30, if one is projected with angle theta 30 degree, and other is projected at an angle theta is 60 degree to the horizontal, then we have to find the ratio of h1 by h2. Then the ratio h1 upon h2 is, this is the problem, and the options are A 3 as to 1, B 1 as to 3, C 1 as to 2, and D 2 as to 1. Here we have to find the ratio of their heights. We have to find the ratio of height, and therefore we have to use the equation for height. But for the projectile motion, the equation of height is h equal to, equation of height is h equal to u square sin square theta upon 2g, u square sin square theta upon 2g, and therefore for these two bodies we can write h1 equal to, u is the same, so u and j are constant, so there is variation in between only h and theta, so these terms gets cancelled, and therefore for the first particle h1 equal to u square sin theta 1 upon 2g, and for the next particle h2 is equal to u square, the same sin square theta 2, that means 60 upon 2g. Dividing these two equations we get h1 upon h2 equal to sin square theta 1 upon sin square theta 2, and that is equal to sin square theta 1, that is sin square theta 1 30 degree divided by sin square theta 2 60 degree, that is equal to sin 30 1 by 2, but sin 30 1 by 2, and the square 1 by 4, so that is 1 by 4 divided by sin 60, but sin 60 is root 3 by 2, so divided by root 3 by 2 means multiplied by 2 sin square 31 by 4, because sin 30 is equal to 1 by 2, 1 by 4, and sin 60 is root 3 by 2, divided by root 3 by 2. Or simply you can write square, or it becomes 1 by 4 divided by means multiplied by, that is 4 divided by 3. 4 cancels. So we get the answer is 1 upon 3, that is 1:3 is the correct option. So the ratio of their heights is 1:3. Next problem. 4 particles P, Q, R and S. P, Q, R and S are projected with equal velocities. Are projected with equal velocities. Having or with angles 15 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree and 60 degree. The question is that with the horizontal, the question is that the body having shortest range is, the body or the particle having shortest range is options A, B, C, D. P, Q, R and S. 4 particles are projected with the same velocities from this point. Suppose this is y-axis, this is x-axis, and these 4 particles are projected with angles of projection 15, 30, 45, 60. If you consider this particle with 45 degree, then if the angle of projection is 45 degree, then the range is maximum. So for the particle R, the range is maximum. Suppose this is the particle P. For angle 45. Now particle P and Q are having angles less than 45. So less than 45, suppose this angle is 30. This is second particle 30. This is particle having angle 30 degree. 15 degree. Suppose this is particle having angle of projection 15 degree. And the last particle having angle of projection 60 degree. Here, this is the range for the particle having angle of projection 30 degree. But if you consider these two angles are complementary angles, and therefore range of this particle S is same as that of particle having angle of projection 30 degree. And therefore if this is the particle having angle 60 degree, its range will be same in this way. This is the maximum range for the particle with 45 degree. Then from this diagram, it is clear that the particle having least angle of projection below 45 has the shortest range, and therefore the shortest range is for the particle having 15 degree angle of projection, that is particle P. So the option A is correct. Next problem. For two angles of projections, range R is same, but vertical heights h1, h2 are different. Then what about the range? R options are R is equal to root H1 H2, B R is equal to root 2 H1 H2, C R is equal to 4 root H1 H2, and D R is equal to 2 root H1 H2. Here range is same, but heights are different. But height of the projectile H is equal to U square. Height of the projectile H is equal to U square sin square theta upon 2g. Therefore, for first particle H1 equal to here range is same. Range is same. That means the two angles are complementary. And therefore, for the first particle, the angle is theta. And for the second particle, the angle is 90 minus theta. So, for the first particle, H1 equal to U square sin square theta upon 2g. And for the second particle, H2 equal to U square sin square 90 minus theta upon 2g. But this U square upon 2g, but this sin square 90 minus theta is nothing but cos square theta. So H1 is this and H2 is this. Therefore, if we take the product of these two, H1 into H2 equal to this U square sin square theta upon 2g divided by this means multiplied by 2g, multiplied by the same, that is U square cos square theta upon 2g. Or we can write this. We can split this sin square theta into sin theta, cos theta into cos theta. And therefore, U square into, take one pair, sin theta, cos theta, into again one remaining pair, U square, remaining pair, that is sin theta, cos theta divided by 2g into 2g. If we multiply and divide this equation by 4, so that we take 2 here and 4 here. We have multiplied the numerator by 4, divide the denominator by 4. Then U square 2 sin theta cos theta upon 2g, take this 2 sin theta cos theta upon 2g, that is the range. Into again here 2 U square sin theta cos theta upon 2g, that is the R. U square sin 2 theta is R. U square sin 2 theta upon 2g, again R. So R divided by this 4, and therefore we get H1 H2 equal to R square by 4, or R square is equal to 4 H1 H2, or So here 4, 4, 8, 8 to 16, 16. So 16 H1, H2. And therefore R is equal to 4 under root of H1, H2. Then option C is correct option. Next, now we consider the last problem of this topic. Last problem, for a point P on the trajectory of a projectile, if time t1 is the time taken to reach the point P and t2 is the time taken to go the particle from point P to the horizontal, then what is the height of the projectile? H. The options are H equal to G T1 T2, H is equal to G T1 plus T2, H equal to the particle is projected with velocity u, so that its horizontal component is u cos theta and the vertical component is u sin theta. The time to reach the point P is T1 and the time to go from P to the horizontal is T2. Therefore, T1 plus T2 is the time of flight, that is T. T1 plus T2 is the time of flight, that is T, and therefore that is equal to 2u sin theta upon G, or from this we can write u sin theta equal to, G comes here, G T1 plus T2 upon 2. Suppose equation number 1. So this is the vertical component of this particle. Now we have to find the height of the particle in terms of T1 and T2. So for this, here uy is equal to u sin theta. Gravity A is equal to minus G. Xy is equal to u sin theta. A is equal to minus G. Displacement S is equal to H. Then using the kinematical equation, S is equal to ut plus half a t square. Here time is t1 for this. So S is equal to H equal to u sin theta into T1 plus means here minus half G T1 square. H is equal to u sin theta T1 minus half G T1 square, that is equal to, but u sin theta from this equation, that is G T1 plus T2 upon 2 into T1 and minus half G T1 square. Therefore H equal to, from these two terms, half G T1 take common, so half G T1 common into bracket remains only T1 plus T2 and here T1. That means minus T1. T1 gets cancelled. So H is equal to half G T1 into T2. T1 into T2. H is equal to half G T1 T2. This is the height of this projectile. And so the option C is correct. So friends, in this way, in our 4 lectures, we have studied in detail about the projectile motion, oblique projectile motion, as well as the horizontal projectile motion. And with this, we stop here. Best of luck for your NEET exam. Thank you.